let's dig down into the numbers. So consumer price index, right? When we separate out the more volatile things like food and oil, you can see that month over month we're down at 0.2%. And so, this number right here is looking at the last 12 months. So that's kind of looking in the rearview mirror where things have been, declining. It's hard to look in the rearview mirror. So sometimes what I like to do, and what I think that some of the Fed presidents do, is they'll take this monthly number and they'll multiply it by 12, of course, and they'll kind of come up with that number, which is about 2.4, which is just about in line with their target. So, the fact that they were expecting zero point 0.3 and they got 0.2 on the year to year, 3.5, it came in at 3.4. That's actually, one of those things where kind of a moderating inflation is good news. And then if we look at the wholesale inflation, which came out yesterday, that's called the Producers Price Index Final Demand. Kind of the same thing when you factor out the more volatile food and energy. They were expecting 0.3% growth and it was flat. And year over year, 2.4% actually came in at 2.3%. And then when you factor out services, which they've actually included in this Producers Price Index, I mean, that's moderating big time. They don't really give us a consensus, but it was flat. And, the trade services also came in year over year flat. All great news for the idea that the Fed may be taking in more data points and thinking about, hey, it's time to start moderating our policy, at least with respect to, the interest rates. I think that they're going to continue. We talk about this a lot. They're going to continue with their quantitative tightening as long as they can. I think that they've talked about for years that their target is 5 trillion. They're down. I mean, I give them kudos. They're down from 9.2 down to 7.2, but we've got a couple more years of quantitative tightening. But we could start to see those interest rates drop as early as September. I think I align with investors unless something surprising happens that pops things up.